Thank you very much. The metal from those spades is very strong and will work well for armor. Now, I'll need to make some plate armor for him. I can make it out of the Skeletal Warriors armor. Not like they need it, eh? Collect some and I will modify it for Private Sweeney.
Good work. Hopefully those trolls will pack up and head home soon, leaving us to live in peace once more.
What is this? A letter? How odd. Trolls can't read. By the handwriting, a Cyclops wrote this. They never dot their I's.
It's addressed to M, whoever that is. I should take a look at it if students are in danger.
Great fire, Bats! The Cyclops have kidnapped the students! Oh, good thing you found this. We must act immediately! I hope they're not gonna blame me for those students getting themselves kidnapped. I know! I'll inform Professor Drake at once. He'll know what to do. When I tell him how those students got themselves kidnapped while I was... On second thought, I think you should go tell him. I'll stay here and keep an eye on those Cyclops.
What do you want?
Professor Drake sneers at the ransom note.
Here. Take this message to Victor Darkwood, the robe shopkeeper. Be quick about it. Time is of the essence here.
Ah, a message from Professor Drake. Yes, I've been expecting you. You'll need to hurry back with this.
The shopkeeper retrieves a large sack and hands it to you.
Here you go. Professor Drake's laundry, freshly cleaned and pressed. And don't let it drag on the pavement now.
That certainly took you long enough.
Professor Drake shakes his head at you.
You're still worried about those missing students? Yes, well, this is definitely a problem. Take this message to the headmaster. That should resolve things to my satisfaction.
Ah, young wizard, it's good to see you. You have a note for me. Let's see it.
The headmaster reads Professor Drake's note.
I will not expel you from the Ravenwood School of Magical Arts, regardless of what Professor Drake thinks of you. You are not responsible for the problems on Cyclops Lane. General Akilles and his men promised to drive out the trolls. Now, Akilles has gone back on his word. I fear there is something more sinister behind Akilles' change of heart. This M is to blame. We will need to know more. Drake is of no use here, but you have been most helpful. Go back to Nolan Stormgate and help him straighten this out.
I wasn't expecting Professor Drake to leave everything to us. He must really trust me. Professor Drake is expecting big things. The Cyclops General Akilles wrote the note, so we need to reach his keep. But to do that, we need a gate pass. Maybe... Can you steal one from the Warhorns? All you have to do is defeat some. Yeah, that should be easy enough.
Thanks. This should do just fine. Just give me a minute to create the plate armor. Since the fighting is increased, I would like to make a new outfit for myself, but I need special cloth that comes from haunted minions. Could you gather some for me? Finished! Okay, you can now take this armor to Private Sweeney.
Wow! A new set of armor? Make sure to tell Rand thanks for me.
Ah, you brought me a bunch of weapons. That means fewer Cyclops fighting in the streets. Aha! Eyus Maximus, second in command of the Cyclops Legion, has been urging them to fight on. Maximus wields the Thunder Hammer, a weapon that strikes with the power of a thunderbolt. His lair's further down the lane. Stop him from fighting and the rest of the Legion should follow. Will you bring the hammer to me?
You got the pass? Great job! I'm glad I thought of that. With your magic and my brains, we make an unstoppable team. Okay, here's my plan. Show your pass to the guard, Romulus, outside the keep at the end of the street, and he'll let you in. He's not too bright. Then you must challenge General Akilles in combat. Cyclopses are honor-bound. According to the Cyclops Code of Honor, he can't refuse to fight you. See where I'm going? Even if someone is telling Achilles to hold the students hostage, once you defeat him in battle, he will be honor-bound to free them. All you have to do is beat him.
Thank you very much. These should work just fine. Since I have some extra cloth, here, take this. Well, you don't look like a Warhorn to me. But, this pass looks good, so I guess you could go in.
You hear a girl's voice off to your left.
Help us, please! We're held here by General Akilles!
What? You are here to rescue these students? That I cannot allow! I am honor-bound to keep them until I'm told otherwise. But if you were to defeat me, I would be honor-bound to free them for you. If you want their freedom, you will have to fight me for it. And mind you, as General, I will put up a good fight. You have defeated me, brave wizard, so I must honor your request to free the students. My master will be angry that I let them go, but I must obey the Cyclops Code of Honor. Go now! They are free.
Thank you for freeing us. We were starting to believe that no one was coming to help us.
Thank goodness you showed up. No telling who would have come to rescue us.
I thought at least Professor Drake would have come looking for us, but he didn't. Thank you for coming to our aid.
Let me get this straight. The Cyclops were holding the students hostage in order to bring chaos to Wizard City? But who would make General Akilles do such a thing? I'm sure Professor Drake could figure out who's behind this mess if he wanted to. Too bad he's always so busy. We should tell the headmaster how we saved the students, especially my plan to sneak you inside the keep. Still, I have to find those artifacts for Professor Drake. After what happened, I shouldn't let anyone else do it. Would you go tell the headmaster what happened? Tell him how you were able to save them due to my brilliant planning. I'm sure he'll reward us both.
Young wizard, I have exciting news for you about gardening. Could you visit me in my classroom at Ravenwood?
Incredible! Now we'll have an easier time convincing the Cyclops to stop fighting.
Private Emerson shakes his head, exasperated.
The ghosts are gone, but those Cyclops. Sometimes the solution is worse than the problem.
Quite a daring rescue. I'm glad that you were able to save the students. It bothers me that someone could force General Akilles into a sinister plot against Wizard City. I suspect that M is Malistaire himself. It seems obvious that this is another of Malistaire's plans to throw us off his trail. With all the wizards busy here in Wizard City, Malistaire feels free to carry out his ultimate plans. Hopefully, we can catch up with him before then. Keep up the good work. Nolan seems to have warmed to you. Perhaps Professor Drake isn't far behind. I have a very important task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to wait. You've done such a great job elsewhere. I could use your magic on Colossus Boulevard. I had to lock the gate because the street had become too dangerous. Professor Greyrose summoned an army to run out the ghosts. Something must have gone very wrong with her spell. The gate guard, Private O'Doyle, can tell you more. Please find him in the shopping district and see if he needs help. I know these assaults on our city streets are related. Someone must be working for Malistaire. I may know who is behind this, but to be certain, I'll need to access the old library archives. Unfortunately, the archives are locked. The key is in the old town tower. Even worse, the tower is now haunted by a horrid ghost named Foulgaze. We need this key, young wizard. Go defeat Foulgaze and bring it to me. Then we will be able to uncover who is working for Malistaire.